Hello everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome back to Ready or Not. It's been a little while since I made a video because recently I got ill. Not sick, well sick, yeah, but sick in the actual sense, you know, so I figured I might as well use ill instead. But yeah, my voice is recovered enough now that I feel capable of making videos again, and just in time actually for this release. Ready or Not has got a new massive update. It's currently out for supporter editions only, which is the pricier version of the game, so sadly not everyone will have access to it right now, but as a Kickstarter backer, thankfully I do. So there are a couple of things. First of all, there's 5 new maps, one of which we will be deploying on today, the Coastal Grove Medical Center, which will be very interesting. But most exciting to me, and there's a bunch of things, like it's a pretty big list, but one of the most exciting things to me is a new AI update. In particular, they completely overhauled and rebuilt the civilian and suspect AI, which now use a mathematical system to weigh and make continuous decisions that they deem are best for their current situation and objective, instead of randomly choosing actions to take. There is a factions system, as in each AI in every level now can have unique behavior specific to that level, and each individual NPC can act differently than the other. And some AI can have a faction leader, so like cult members, for example. Arresting or killing the leader may cause a morale drop for the rest of that faction. Something else that is really cool is a rat hole system, which basically allows the AI to evade the player through vents and spaces between or through walls. But only some levels have this behavior, so I imagine something like the Math Lab would definitely have that rat hole system. But basically, you know, if there's a small space that you could technically squeeze through, the AI can now squeeze through these locations in an attempt to flank you, which is interesting to say the least. And the next up, they have hostage taking for suspects on certain levels when specific conditions are met. So basically they can now grab a random civilian and put a gun to their head in an attempt to, you know, barter for their own life, which apparently you can break up with flashbangs and stuff like that, or by taking a risky shot. So I'm quite interested in seeing that come into action as well. AI suspects also now have a limited ammo capacity. They can run out of ammunition after a set amount of reloads. What they do next depends on the situation. And finally, but maybe even just as exciting as all of these other things, they have new animations tied to them. So one of the things that got tied into it is their reaction time. So they should be a bit more slow and a bit more readable in between seeing you and shooting at you. There should be more reaction time. So hopefully, and this is what I'm personally really hoping for, is that it brings them more into line with the suspect AI for SWAT 4. They should be, in Ready or Not now in this update, they will surrender more easily as well if you manage to get the drop on them and surprise them. And with that, you know, that extra ability to capture them alive, and with them being slower to shoot us, now we'll have to see how much slower that actually is, but that hopefully will bring it much more in line with the feeling that SWAT 4 had for me personally. So with that out of the way, let's jump in. Coastal Grove Medical Center, here we come. We will be playing a barricaded suspects situation. But this map is entirely new to me. I haven't played it, so let's jump in. Alright, this looks like a dark map. We'll be inside, but
copy that. Going in.
Alright, I think... Wow. Alright, it took a little time to load in because I had some frame drops there. Alright, that guy is down. We have a civilian.
Stay on me.
That guy actually was much slower. Like, I had much more time to react to him. That was a good start, more or less, at least. But this does remind me that I did play this map, but it was a blocked-in version.
Suspect has expired.
So it didn't have the final art pass. So I didn't play it a lot. Oh, that guy was ready though. That's fair enough. And that was the thing they said in the patch notes, that these guys, if they know you're coming, if they've seen you, if they're aware, they will be more ready and able to shoot quickly. So maybe even as quickly as before. So by no means should we be taking anything for granted here. We'll tie this guy up because... Oh, he was alive! He was faking it! Holy shit! He's wearing body armor. Oh, that is so interesting. That is so cool that you can... Yeah, and also I didn't notice the blood because I was just about to mention that there was more detailed decaling, or, you know, like bullet holes on bodies and things like that should be more detailed now in this update, and more in the right location, as well as headshots, deforming heads and things like that. And I was just about to look for that decal. That guy faked it as well, huh?
Unresponsive.
Alright, this guy is alive. This is another thing, they can get incapacitated now as well. Meaning that, well, they can lose blood. They will have arterial bleeding. And when that happens, they can bleed out. They can become, you know, they're not dead, but they can become completely unresponsive. You know, they basically just go down and cannot fight anymore.
Stay on me.
Coming to you,
which is very, very interesting as well. But yeah, that's we have to see this in action though. Like, so these guys all were wearing body armor. I need to keep that in mind. They're a little bit more survivable than I gave them credit for. And personally, even though they added them faking death before, it never really came up for me, I think. Not noticeably anyway. And this, now it happened 2 times already in one map because of the body armor. So that is actually quite interesting. We are going to close this door. I have door wedges, I think. No, that's C2. Okay, I need to adjust my my build.
Provide support on me.
coming to you, sir.
But yeah, being slow, being stealthy, you know, should hopefully allow us to get the drop on these guys a little bit more. I heard something, I think.
Drop it now! Drop the weapon! Drop your weapons!
Oh, that's interesting. That guy's dressed up like a medic or a doctor.
Copy. Coming to you.
There's a guy behind the door. Oh,
Civilian is alive but unresponsive.
there's a lot of people surviving shots now. That is crazy. And I got shot in the arm 2 times. We are definitely tying him up since he is alive. He is probably bleeding out, like he has some hits in his arms. Ah, that's so interesting. There's a lot of corners that we need to check.
Breathing. Notify EMTs.
There's some more interesting bleeding looks, I think. Apparently now blood will also soak away from the gunshots, or soak through clothing, based on where the gunshot entered them.
Suspect secured.
So that's kind of cool. There's a ton of details. Like, I can't go for everything, but I read the patch notes obviously, and there's some interesting information in there for sure. It's a long list, so it's hard to remember everything. But yeah, I remember there being more detailed gore, and blood soaking a little bit through clothes a bit more was one of those things that got added. Right, so we do have armor piercing, that's good. Yeah, so deformed heads, arterial bleeding, incapacitation, all of these things are very exciting. Very, very cool indeed. they change up the battlefield, or it's not the battlefield, but they change up the way fights play out quite significantly. And it does make it more important to tie up people that are down, because they could get up later maybe.
Hands up, above your head. Hands up, do it now.
Now starts to make you doubt if these are actually civilians or not.
Make them secure.
He does have bloody hands, but he could have been helping someone. Who knows?
This one's secure.
Alright, so that we've got that
No hard
guy.
feelings. Just doing a job.
Falling behind me.
Got a little bit of light in here. We came through here, if I remember correctly, but it's a bit of a maze. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes if this is what we passed through, but this looks familiar. I closed that door, I think, so we're going back to the start.
Down on your knees.
That guy got tied up, yeah. Alright, yeah, I know where we are now. That's okay. Alright, so there was one room, I think, in the corner over here that I didn't check. So let us go there and make sure that is also completely cleared out before moving on. So we check this, and I think I need to check that one. It is stairs going upstairs. Alright, that is interesting. We will close this door and let's see if we can have these guys
Jam the
wedge
door.
that door. Right, so my AI guys do have some wedges,
Door jam
at
here.
least. Door wedges are probably my favorite tactical tool.
On my 6.
Copy.
I like getting control over the map, essentially, you know. I'm making sure that I know exactly where enemies can go and where they cannot go, which areas are now under control and which are not. It's very quiet in here. Oh, I did not quite mean to do that, but I might as well
Police, hands down on your knees.
pull through.
Get on
Alright,
the
these
ground
guys.
now.
Alright, why are you taking cover behind there? Do you have a gun? It looks like a civilian, but
Stay on me.
come on guys, stay
Roger.
with me.
Coming to you.
Put your hands up.
Maybe she's just really scared. Yeah, okay. So now that we're getting close,
Make them secure.
she's surrendering.
This one's secure.
Right. I'm also curious if anything changed to the suspect AI. They didn't really mention that, so I doubt that did happen. But it would be really cool if in the next update they could focus more on friendly AI, because they do tend to overextend quite significantly. And that makes it really hard to keep them alive in some rooms, especially, you know, particularly the bigger rooms, where they just kind of run away from you. They stop backing each other up so well, because, you know, they only really back each other up when they're close to wherever they are going together in a tight space. Alright, so this is empty. Guess we can go up to the second floor. This goes outside, leads back to our spawn. This corner is done. We do have the double doors here, which we need to check. It does lead to a room that seems more or less empty, but better check anyway. I do not need camera use. Now, performance here, I think, suffered a little bit for me. I don't know if they added any graphical details that might have increased the performance, or decreased the performance, I should say. Alright, this is done. But I haven't read anything like that, so I kind of doubt that's true. Maybe it's just the map, and other maps will continue running good compared to this one. Who knows? Oh, that's kind of cool. You walk through here, you can hear the water landing on your body or on your helmet or whatever. And now that I'm here, you don't hear it anymore. That is really cool. Little details like that do really help to sell the world. Okay. Got some dead people over here, looks like.
Provide support on
Why
me.
is Blue not
Coming to
following
you,
me?
sir.
Wow, okay, that's pretty fucked up. Alright, the stairwells are always really dangerous. And this is clear so far, it seems. So I'm guessing we're going all the way to the top and there's nothing in between. These guys are really slow in following me. So I'm excited for the suspect AI, to be sure. That will make a huge difference, but I think it does still mean this game is better as a co-op experience rather than single player, though I will keep playing single player because it's what I prefer most of the time, since it gives me complete control over, you know, what is going on. And from a tactical standpoint, I think it's nicer, even though... Ooh.
Get down. I want to see him. Stop. Drop to your knees.
Oh man. Alright, let me finish my train of thought, even though it's better to have players because they can go quickly. Oh, that guy's bleeding out. He's...
Suspect killed.
Or he looks like he's bleeding out anyway. But yeah, they can basically, you know, they're a bit more secure or good at moving through the terrain, getting to things quickly, efficiently, if you're played into each other well. Alright, that guy, though, was super quick to shoot at me. Or maybe he saw me and I just missed it. Which is probably the case. Ooh. Okay, I'm pretty sure that guy's dead.
Civilian is alive, but unresponsive.
I'm all for his use of force. Maybe I shot him a little bit too quickly, but at least he's not dead. Tying him up. He was armed though, so to be fair, I need to relearn the response times of the AI and see how quickly I need to shoot or can shoot, you know, like that is not something that is the same as before anymore with the animation updates and so on.
Suspect DOA.
Right, I think I shot this guy in the head, yeah.
Cam light out.
That's a bit, the decal is a bit messed up. It's a bit flickering.
Cam light out.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. The cam light doesn't really seem to be doing anything though. It doesn't really light the environment. That might be another little bug. And this is why, of course, they release this in a limited fashion now. So we can still find any of the bugs before a bigger group of people gets to play it. And, you know, says like, oh, this update is fucked, my game is broken, blah, blah, blah.
Hands up. Fucking maniac. Police, get down.
That guy's screaming, and he's like, hey, fucking maniac.
Hands up now. Drop your knees. Hands up above your head.
Right, this body armor... Oh, where is that coming from? I'm not a maniac here, Jesus.
Drop it now.
Oh, that was headshot, I think, but now I'm bleeding.
On me.
Come on, follow me. Why are you standing over there not giving me backup? Jesus. That is terrible. I'm shot in a bunch of places now.
Restrained targets. The suspect is expired.
That is absolutely crazy. Alright, he's on top of his weapon. No, he's not expired. He's faking it as well. Jesus, there's so many people faking death.
I know you've been through a hell of an ordeal, but it's
That
all
guy
over
as
now.
well?
Everything's gonna be
No,
okay.
that guy's dead. Alright. Where's his gun though? Oh, there it is. How did I miss that? I did not really get a chance
Suspect secured.
to really surprise anyone here. They just keep coming around corners and I have to respond, and by seeing me, these guys are also, I think, pretty hardcore, to be fair. These are kind of like the guys who did the nightclub shooting, you know, like wearing body armor, having assault rifles. They're very prepared.
We've got a dead suspect here.
So in that instance, like, yeah, I cannot really do much except engage them in the gunfight and take them out as quickly as possible when when they bring the fight to me, basically. Oh man, let's see.
Cover me.
Blue team can cover that.
Falling behind
We'll have
me.
red team following me, and we'll
Moving into
clear out
position.
these rooms over here. We have a children's area. Now, maybe it would help if I had brought silenced weapons, you know. I'm pretty sure it would have made a big difference, but still. I do feel I have more of a chance to engage these guys than before. But it is a fraction of a second, which is not a bad thing, actually. You know, like, I don't want them to become weak and easy to take out and overwhelm. Like, it needs to be a decent challenge. But it was way too difficult to actually catch these guys alive because... Alright, let's... These guys would respond so quickly that you couldn't even... Oh, wow, that was a full body response to... He was definitely aiming at me though. So, that, yeah, that was justified. But like that, it's that is cool. I really enjoy that. Like, you get a much better chance to react. And again, they're not dead.
For transportation.
That is crazy. But this gave me a fighting chance. I still needed to respond quickly and effectively. But it wasn't instant to the point where there was no response time for me anymore. Or no possible response time for me. Right, they're still
behind
here. So far, I think it's a much better balance. Though I would really like to see how less fanatical people deal with this situation. Alright, so this is where we come up, I guess, on the other staircase, the one that I ignored earlier and blocked off. I'm pretty sure. Alright, we'll have gold team.
Stay on me.
Roger, coming to you.
Let me check. Alright, this is my last magazine already. I only have 3. I really need to adjust my loadout. I will turn this off. Not really needed here, and I feel it tanks my frame rate a little bit, to be honest. I definitely need a new PC. Sadly, no way to buy one right now, but hey. Let me check around the corner here. Right, so we got a big long hallway. I remember this actually stretching out over into that other side. It was really cool though to see these blocked out maps to become finalized products, you know, like actual maps of art and things all over the place. It was really
Provide support on me.
really
Sir,
cool to
right
see
behind
some more, like, this game has quite a lot of maps right now, and all the maps are quite big as well, so that is exciting. Like, it's not nice to be playing the same maps over and over and over again, and it kind of keeps me away from the game over time, you know. There's a guy right there. Come on.
Hands up.
Oh, fuck.
Down on your knees.
Oh, I like that new cover system. They take cover convincingly and realistically, I think. Like, they have a bunch of different animations and ways that they can stack up into cover.
Suspect secured.
He's also still alive.
Fall in.
Sir, right behind you.
I did not see him move into that corner, so I did have to respond to it quickly. Alright, these guys really need to hurry up. I really wish for that to be the next update. Not going to lie. Alright, where do we go here? Let's go here actually. Not sure what's over there. Could be, yeah, it looks like a dead body actually. Open door is making me suspicious though. So far, I have to say this map is cool, but it hasn't really given me much of an opportunity to check out the new AI. as much. Like, I've definitely been able to test out the new response time and the new accuracy. And so far, I think I'm pretty happy with where that is going. But I'd really like to surprise some less disciplined or fanatical guys. Looks like a staircase going down. Okay. Now these guys will also be able to hear my footsteps, of course, so I do need to be careful with how I run. But alright, here we have a chance. Let's see, let's breach this door with C2 and then clearing it. And let's see how much that affects things. Well, that guy seems kind of almost stuck in position. But I'll have my team step forward this time. I'm running out of ammo anyway. Alright, that was nice.
Hands up, do it now.
But this is my problem. These guys fucking overextend like crazy. Like, look at how far those guys are running. Like, you know, like I need to keep up with them, and that is just hard to do.
By for transport.
These guys run way too far into rooms. This also goes down. Like, this map is much bigger than you might imagine.
On me.
I'm with you.
Alright, that's clear. Now we have the men's room over here. Which is also clear. Alright, so then we took care of this whole area, I think. Except for this room, but there's nobody in it. Might have to check out this side though. So far I haven't had to report any dead bodies on the floor, which is kind of interesting. But these maps in Ready or Not tend to have quite a few of them, so that is something that I'm interested in seeing if they change that or not. Because like in Nightclub alone, on the map Neon, there's like 100 dead bodies easily, but you need to report 2 specific ones, which is just crazy. You know, like it would be much better off not having to report anything at all, because it's just well, you need to know exactly where they are, because they'll always be in the same spot. The first one is right at the entrance. It's super easy to find. But of course, the second one, I've never been able to find it, because it's just in this massive heap of dead bodies. We have another door here. Alright.
Provide cover.
Let's have them stack up. I don't know if this continues on any further, or if this is a dead end. This does seem to be going all the way down, yeah. This map is a bit of a maze, to be honest. Alright, let's have them open and clear this time. No fancy things, let's just keep it more or less quiet. Alright, so they do split up quite nicely. That's cool. But I really wish they would hold position right there. Like this guy now running into this corner by himself, no backup, doesn't even check this corner. That's overextending. I don't like that. Let's wedge this door, actually. Now, luckily for us, he has one. I do like to see that these guys are covering the door, you know. That is the most likely.
Drop the weapon now.
Alright, more response time, nice.
Suspect DOA.
Drop your weapon.
Where's that? Oh, right there. That's kind of interesting. Have an ongoing firefight.
Drop your weapon.
Oh man, is he? Oh man.
Suspect DOA.
There's a bunch of guys all over the place. Oh man, I really don't need that camera.
Notify EMTs.
Alright, tying him up. He's incapacitated. He's not dead, but he's certainly not capable of fighting either. Oh, there was a bunch of people coming out. They definitely react to noise, and there's so many guys. It's kind of crazy.
Put your gun down. Now. Drop it now. Drop your weapon.
What? Did he? Oh, he came out with a pistol. I thought he was maybe doing a knife attack or something. What are all of these guys doing? That is so crazy.
On my six.
And this guy came from the back, so maybe he came from the bottom floor. Because these guys definitely will react to gunfire. And I'm carrying a loud weapon, so I might have drawn them in all the way from down below. So we have an exit over here. I'm curious. Alright, so I'm doing pretty well still on ammo in this magazine. I hear a wounded civilian, I think. It sounds female. Now, the women can also be suspects, but this map in particular seems to have a lot of males. Got a CAT scan room, I guess. I definitely need to adjust my video settings later. Some areas are okay, some require a bit of assistance. Alright, so we got this guy tied down, got his stuff. We need to check out these rooms, however.
Police, hands up, or else what? Down on your show me.
Oh, you got lucky, mate.
Relax.
Let me just put your head through the wall there.
Run or something. I can help.
Civilian cuffed and prepped for evac.
Yeah, I keep accidentally turning on that camera and I really don't want to. Which is my problem, but a little bit annoying anyway. This is where we came from.
We got a suspect here ready for trailers.
This map I thought would just be like a quick little display. It's like, oh, let's check out the new AI, but it's turning into a whole thing. This is not like Math House. This is like a big map.
Stay on me.
These guys really get stuck every once in a while. They're not really that reliable. So yeah, that's like the next update that I'm really hoping for here.
Get on the ground now.
Alright, that got blocked off. Guys, come on.
Provide support on me.
Affirmative. Moving into your position.
Almost looks like he got shot in the leg or something the way he's moving. Oh, he was. Alright then. That's why you're being slow. I'll forgive you this once. That's a dead end. Let's check out the bottom of this. Alright, nothing in sight. No, I don't want to do that. Let's just open the doors. Thank you. Oh, that's also not quite what I wanted to do. Like, I need to pay a bit more attention to the context sensitive.
Put your hands up. Get down. I want to see hands. Get down. I want to see hands.
Police, hands up.
Police, hands up. Don't shoot.
I'm not shooting you.
Make him secure.
I want to keep
Contact
other
in
people from
custody.
shooting you as well. So calm down.
It's nothing personal, man.
I'm very curious how many people are actually left. We can still go down here, so there's the bottom floor. It just keeps going and going.
Fall in.
And now they're awaiting orders again, so as soon as I told someone to tie down that person... Oh, we went through here earlier, actually. So she came from downstairs. Yeah, alright, so I guess we're going downstairs then.
Have to get these people out.
Now, the one problem with these big maze-like maps is that eventually you're going to have to start searching like every nook and cranny multiple times to find the last dude, which is a bit of a problem. But that is why I like door wedges so much, because you can take out a lot of that, you know. Now we hear a person. All of these open doors are...
Hands up. Drop the weapon. Drop the weapon.
Oh man. I knew it was happening and I kind of doubted myself, because I thought maybe I'm premature in taking that shot. Just maybe. And I've taken a lot of rounds. Oh.
Civilian is alive but unresponsive.
The new gunshots though look nice, I have to say. Alright, but slowly but surely
On me.
I'm running out, and my backup
The suspect is expired.
is really damn slow. I have a lot of blood coming out of him. That guy is definitely dead. But I'm still tying him up. These guys cannot give me ammo, but that would be a really cool option as well. If I could tell them, say, hey bro, give me some clips, or magazines I should say. But of course they're carrying MP5s and not M16s, so that doesn't really help me much. Alright, ladies first.
Police, get down. LSPD. Put your hands up. Go to hell. Hands up now. Drop your knees. Relax.
And I'll strain him. It feels like we're getting pretty close to the end now.
It's getting cuffed and prepped for evac.
This room is clear. Let me try out the cam light one more time. Alright, so this, it does light the area a little bit. But I feel like it used to be more.
Hands up above your head. Get on the ground now. Hands up above your head.
Come on, go done.
Hands up. Do it now.
Alright, I'll restrain her as well.
I just work here. My coworkers left me.
Civilian is secured.
Alright.
Fall in behind me.
Why are these guys all the way out over here? This is not where we came in from, right? Oh yes it was. Nope, my bad. Part of that maze-like quality. Autopsy room. Alright, let's have a quick peek before we enter this. I see one person in a white coat.
Roger that. Closing the door.
Hands up.
Stay the fuck away.
Down on your knees.
Stay the fuck away from me.
We'll take care of it.
Hands up. Do it now.
What are these guys taking care of?
Police, hands up.
They're still here.
We've got this under control.
Alright, we'll arrest her as well. Or, well, take her into custody
My arms
anyway.
don't bend that way, asshole.
Civilians standing.
Clearly
by
they do.
intruders.
Alright, that is clear. Alright, so we did take care of that guy over there. And there's one room left over here, I think.
Down on your knees. Get on the ground now. Put your hands up. Get down. I want to see hands. Get down. I want to see hands. Police, hands up. Hands up. Drop
Alright,
those
so a
hands
lot of
up.
civilians.
I'm not going anywhere.
Restrain targets. Stay where you are.
Alright, we'll take these two into custody as well.
Oh, thank you.
Civilians standing by for trailers.
Well, we have a bunch of different rooms still.
on my 6.
Roger, I'm coming to you.
Alright, we gotta quickly check this. Alright, we definitely came there before. Alright, let's head back a little bit then, because we might have missed another corner or another room. Like that door, I guess. We still need to check. I do hear something. Oh, this is a way up again. But that sounded like it came from over here. Again, camera. Now it's awfully quiet, so I don't know. I'm very curious to see if there could be some way of indicating where enemies are left, or having them come your way somehow a little bit more. So we might need to check out this area, because this searching will take a long time, and usually that's kind of the part where I kind of nod off, I guess, you know. It's usually a little bit boring because most of the threats are gone. At some point you might even realize and say, hey, there's no bad guys left, I just need to find that one civilian I still need to report, or there's a gun I still need to get. We can actually check that. Bring order to chaos. We neutralize all the contacts, so we need to find a last unarmed contact. Well, with that, since this video is already so long, I'm going to be putting a cut in here. But thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed it, and that you will continue watching my content in the future. Please do leave a like and a comment below if you did enjoy it and want to see more. And I will see you guys for whatever video I do next.